baseball hat. It's not even mine. It's my father's, and this is the beach hat, so you don't get third-degree burns on your head. So it's all bleached out from the sun. Can't stress that enough. Florida is a very sunny state. Some would call it the Sunshine State. I don't know about that, but apparently it's sunshine is a real thing out here. It is what it is, and I can't stress it enough. And tonight we got a cigar brought to us by the former asshole, repentive, slightly forgiven Gio of Queens. He has decided to flex on Richie and provide Richie with some cigars. That was very, very generous of him. This was a 3 set. The other two were similar in the sense that they're some kind of what was it? What anniversary was on those? Well, one was volume 1 and one was volume something else, volume 4. But this is, oh no, I forget. Maybe they're all. Oof, I don't know. But were they all 90th? No, I don't remember. I forgot what's in the video. It doesn't matter, right? Because it's not like AVO's a brand where like everyone follows and like, oh yeah, like I think AVO is a quality brand that I think in the past they have more buzz, and I think as of now, it is what it is. I'm not gonna say nobody cares because clearly it's a brand and people buy it, but like I've never been in a lounge down here in Florida and it's like, yeah, you guys got Avos? I gotta smoke Avos. Like, well, what's the newest Avo? Like, nobody cares. It's a brand that exists that maybe it needs some revamping. Um, that's just my opinion on that, though. I don't know if they've been relevant for a long time. I'm not hating. I'm really not because when I look at um, Avo as a brand within the Davidoff lineup for like a few more dollars, like I'd rather have a Davidoff, and if I'm going to save money, I'd rather smoke Camacho. So Avo's kind of in the middle there, and in some ways it's cheaper. Well, it's definitely cheaper than Davidoff, depending which one. It's not that much cheaper, And then you got to go, but is it better than the cheaper Camacho? In some ways, I'm like, no. A lot of Camachos I prefer. A lot of Camachos I prefer over the blend choices over the Avo. So I think as a whole, Avo is one of those things that is it quality stuff? Yes, but we'll see what happens. But this is a special. This is a special blends, mostly limited. Can I get a blend check? This is the 90th classic cover. I must say it's a very nice, textured, grippy, oily, slightly thick wrapper with like a medium to medium dark brown looking wrapper. Um, nice looking cigar, very high quality. On this one, now this is more of a limited edition. We got more of a Fuente vibe there. The cellophane is very brown. You see that? So that's a gift. An aged Avo. Look at that, baby. Brown. So we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what age does to is PG coming on? Hey, who's this? Sacco? I don't know. I don't think so. I think PG's sick. Is that what he's PG's sick, I think. Last time I talked to him. What's up, bro? This is annoying me. Add guest messages. Yeah, so what's up, bro? Is what it is. I can't stress it enough. Rosie, yeah. Joey Crockett, how you doing? All right? How's everyone doing? All right? Everyone good? Everyone having a good time? Nobody cares. All of a sudden, I feel tired. I don't know why. I got pineapple tonight. I'm excited about that. Did you ever get excited about pineapple? Like truly excited? Like excited. Like look. Ugh. Pineapple. It's like the cop's gonna roll up. Sir, are you storing pineapple? There's no law against it. Look at that. Oh, Sacco's having dinner. Damn it. All right. Well, I guess we're. Can I get a blend check? Where's Caleb? Where's Caleb? Where's Caleb? Yeah, it's amazing. You get people here that want to ask questions. It's kind of got a full pack, not super heavy for its size, but the density is good. Is what it is. I'm confused. What's going on? Sacco asked you if PG's coming on, but I didn't. I don't think we discussed with PG. Um, I think he's not feeling well, so I don't know. It's a nice looking stick. Nobody could give me a blend check. This is the volume 4, 90th covers. Now I don't know if all the 90th covers are the same blend, and each excuse me, each volume they just change the size. And I couldn't tell you that. Yeah, yeah, it's interesting. Wow. Yeah, wow. He said you not got family to spend your dead life with. Well, if I yeah, that's what it is. People that have families spend every second together, which that sounds kind of creepy because at some point of the day you got to use the bathroom, take a shower, go for a walk, go to work. I don't know, have a hobby. You spend every second. You're like, hey, family, I got to take a shit now, but you know, we're supposed to always spend every second with the family. What's wrong with you, bro? Are you mad that you're an Autobot? You're an Autobot. I get it. I get it. You're an Autobot, and so it is what it is. It's actually really nice construction on this. I'm actually quite impressed. I'm quite impressed. Okay. Even though it has a little bit of a figurado type of torpedo vibe, it's a very easy cap to cut. Yeah. Wow, we you're a little late to the party, asshole. I've been reviewing cigars everywhere, around the world, motherfucker. New York, Colorado, Florida. It is what it is. I can't stress it enough. Sometimes in a car. Sometimes. Is it more weird? I like this though. See, I'm entertaining you. I could banish you here real quick, but you're kind of funny to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Though I'm gonna give you like one more comment, and then you're gonna be banished. But go ahead, go for it. Go for it. he said, "Yeah." He said, "Man, yeah, it is the internet. Sometimes you have people smoking cigars. Mm, mm. So, do you identify as no one? Someone? Archer? Archer, at what point in your life were you touched that made you become this angry, bitter person? Like, who touched your pussy? Like, y- you know, yeah, you enjoy reaction. Yeah, so at a certain point, like, somebody touched your back pussy, and now, like, you're acting up. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Though you know, you're reaching out, Yeah, it is what it is. It's, it's okay, buddy. Get some therapy. We're gonna get you some therapy. You know what I'm saying? You can point to say, where on the cigar were you touched? He's like, here. I was here. Yeah, a police officer. Yeah, good for you. So you got touched by a That's terrible. You should probably call internal affairs, external affairs. So you're a police officer. Now you're identifying. You realize it's a felony to pretend to be a police officer, unless you're in a movie. But so now you're falsely identifying as a law enforcement. You work for the LAPD. Wow, that's great. Great. So now we got bona fide, certified people that work for. You work for the LAPD, and you hang out in cigar places, and you talk about how sad your life is, and you got touched. I'm sorry, bro. You need some therapy. You fucking made me laugh, bro. It is what it is. Here you go, and now you're done. Tell the LAPD I said hello. Here's what it is, Abby. So here's the thing. I'm waiting for Caleb. If Caleb here would have gave me, or Uncle Larry would have gave me a blend check, but sometimes people are not getting notifications. No, I don't drink soda. I don't think soda is good to consume. But yeah, I mean, I think that the pepper is one of the better blends, but not, I don't drink it. Um, is what it is. It's just a T-shirt. So we got soft, gentle heat. We got like a Fuente Hemingway kind of size and vibe. And we say that. I mean, it's not like Fuente invented that size or has a patent on it. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if you got a Ferrari T-shirt, do you have to have a Ferrari? You know, am I on the Yankees? Am I on the Yankees? It's clearly not. Mm. It's a cigar. It's the AVO. It's the AVO Classic Covers. 90th, Volume 4. I don't know if that's a long enough name. It's AVO. It's the 90th Classic Cover, Volume 4. That's ridiculous. It's kind of a massive name. Hmm. We'll let this thing pick up a little bit. Well, the bat, it's medium strength, very oily, not that spicy, slightly nutty, kind of a long but not heavy finish. We're gonna let this thing open up. Right there, picked up a little bit. It's not even fully opened yet, and the drawer's working great. I must admit, the construction on this cigar is actually quite good. The drawer's working phenomenal. For when you have a cigar like this with the perfecto tip there, sometimes it takes a little time, and but it wasn't snug at all. So I got to give it to him that. That's a nice cigar. I don't know how much age is on this cigar, but it's definitely a good amount of age. Very leathery, slightly nutty there. The pepper spice is just moving around a little bit. The wood note is very nice. It's more of an oak note, oaky. Um, it's nice. It, it's a very smooth cigar, not a strong cigar at all. Um, like picture about 60 to 65%, around that vibe. It feels like a little darker than like a Connecticut. Now here's the thing: this thing's got a lot of time on it. I don't know how much time. I really don't know how much time. Um, and that's definitely going to calm down the blend. We're going to let it pick up a second though, but it's a very elegant cigar. Very classy. I haven't had this cigar ever in any size as far as the 90th covers. So I got nothing bad to say about it. Honestly, the smoke output is like silk on this thing. Appreciate that, Uncle Larry. He says Ecuadorian Habano, Claro. Okay. Ecuadorian grown Habano C, Claro, dictating that it's not listed as a Maduro, when they're going to Maduro or Oscuro. Wrapper, Mexican, a Mexican San Andreas binder. Okay, cool. I'll be honest, Uncle Larry. I think it would have been nice to try this thing with the original intent. Imagine this cigar, what it tastes like before all this time. Do you know what year it came out? Do you know what year? Because I don't see what year. She says 90th. He said all kinds of fillers. It sounds like a lot of fillers. Hey, Joey, do I know you, Joey? Texas, I know Texas. Joey C. Do I know this guy? Do I know this guy? Are you from Jersey? Huh? I don't know this guy. Oh. Hey, Rich. Uncle Larry, how's your balls? Don't do drugs, guys. I don't do drugs. I can't stress it enough. Do pineapple. Look at that. Hmm. I think I'm just have this little piece of pineapple, that little nugget. Look at that. Hmm. 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 No, I haven't. No, I haven't. And it's nothing against Sanj Patel. It's, it's. I don't know. If I was over there, maybe I would try one, but I don't think I'm gonna go out of my way. It's probably just he's kind of an arrogant guy, the 60-second guy, But that's his shtick. Um, Jersey guy, right? Um, I seen him on the lives, and like the Joker says in the movie, I know guys like him. That's the guy that's gonna squeal. Like that guy talk. I don't care. Someone's size, big, small, whatever. I mean, he's talking. He talks a hard game, um, and more of disrespectful. So, nah, really not a fan. It is what it is. That's what it is. He said he likes the cigars. This size is 2016. Wow, wow, 2016. That was a bad year for me. 2016 was a very bad year for me. It's a nice blend. What time did to it though? I don't know because it's the first time smoking it, so I can't say I know the original intent. If you smoke a cigar and the first time you have it, it has 8 years of age on it, you don't know that cigar. You know that cigar with 8 years of age on it, which definitely quiets it down, changes things up. Um, the chemical composure of the whole cigar is different. So, is this enjoyable? Yeah. Is this a good cigar? Yes. But I don't know what the original intent is, so I can't compare it to that. If I could compare it to that, then I can have a more complex review of smoking it now with 8 years of age than, let's say, a cigar like Camacho Trip Maduro. I know what the original intent is, and if I had one with 8 years of age the next day, I go, wow, this is what changed. This is what didn't change. It's nutty, it's oaky, a little bit of sourdough twang, just a little bit of black pepper. Um, the notes are more, almost more like spiritual here than physical because with the age on it, um, when you age a cigar a long time and there's no set time, but let's say it's 3, 4, 5 years, 6 years, go depending on the blend and the size and how it was aged. I'm telling you, like notes can become like an echo of what they used to be. And some guys like that, some guys don't like it, some guys don't care. A lot of guys wouldn't know the difference. Most guys are just operating cigars; they're just puffing on it, and they're holding it for status. But mm, oh, that's kind of unique right there. Into the mix, no joke. This thing is tasting like a bready, all of a sudden like a banana nut bread. I can't say I'm bad about that. That's quite nice. 60 to 65% darkness. The finish is kind of long, but not super heavy. Normally, when you age a cigar out, the heaviness of the finish, that's gonna go away. It loses some of that heaviness, in the oil. Um, and generally, pepper or earth generally goes away immediately with time. Mm. But we'll see how this thing picks up, though. It's still early in the cigar, though. What if an inch in later it picks up and then it becomes full strength? That's not gonna happen. But you never know. Where the fuck is Saint Sacco? Where's Sacco? He says San Vicente, so Dominican fillers, Pisos, Piloto Seco, 10 years. And they kind of went all out on this to make a unique cigar. Right now, it tastes like an aged out cigar that has banana and up red, sourdough, mild black pepper with the nuttiness to it and toasty oak. So I can't say I'm bad about it. I would like to try it like 3 years ago, with a little more power. Yeah, 8 years is a long time. 8 years is a long time. 8 years is a long time. Okay. But everything it has such a light finish on it. So, not that that pisses me off because if I just got the cigar, I'd be pissed off. But it has 8 years of age on it. When you age out a cigar, in 8 years, in my opinion, it's aged out. Um, Everything that's there doesn't stay. It's very whispery. So it's a nice profile, but my opinion, guys, don't give your cigars 8 years. I would have loved to try this 4 or 5 years ago, 8 years ago. Okay, it's picking up there right now. It's a solid medium. So also, I firmly believe that when you give a cigar age, let's say 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, it's always, in my opinion, going to age from here to here. How do I mean by that? Your side is generally the foot, obviously being the open side, whether it's not in cellophane or not. Um, but um, the weakest part of the cigar is always the foot side, because the way cigars generally are loaded, most of the tobacco, if not all of the tobacco, the stem side is on the back, meaning where the stem connects to the plant. So that's the most nutrient dense part of the leaf, the strongest part of the leaf. And then as you get to the foot, the leaf, the tip of the leaf is going to be near the foot. That way, as you're smoking, they want you to smoke to the stronger part. So what I'm trying to say is, I firmly believe when you age a cigar out, the tip side of the foot, which is the weaker part of the cigar, okay? Because any cigar, it's not equal. Even if it all starts off strong, you could load a cigar that way. I'm just saying, um, you're always smoking towards the stronger part of the leaf. So the weakest part of the leaf, in my opinion, will age out faster than the strongest part. It's more dense, it's more thicker, and it has more nutrients on the stem side that connects to the plant. So that being said, um, maybe this thing in the middle of the cigar, and all of a sudden it picks up. And so maybe you understand what I'm trying to say, that the years of time, for example, like if you age a Connecticut cigar with lower priming fillers, that cigar would age out much faster than a thicker, darker cigar with much thicker tobacco and heavier primings, um, higher primings. Why? Well, time affects things that are thin and brittle faster than if it was thicker and hard. Yes, your mother. But at least if it stays right there, I would be happy. We're at a nice solid medium, and great construction on that, and everything that is pushing is nice. The little bit of sourdough with the banana nut bread, mild black pepper. It's a very and the toasty oak vibe. It's a very nice cigar. Hmm. The black pepper's trying to pick up a little bit. Yeah, I can't imagine this. With the original intent, but I'm telling you, the original intent would have been stronger, and that would have been an interesting blend. Um, we just got word. We just got word that Saint Sacco is in the house.
Hey,
Hey, what's up, bro?
hola.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, bro. Those are pineapples?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
No,
Eat your
it's
fruit,
it's
baby.
short filler. It's short filler pineapple. Did you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, short filler.
I guess I
Why?
wasn't.
Why did you get it short filler though?
It's just a fucking joke.
The store didn't have a full one.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming down.
You're a funny guy, aren't you, Richie?
No, no, that's it. Make sure you like and subscribe to my balls. Hey, Atabay.
Hey, yada baby.
Ew.
Me too, baby.
You know. Yeah, Sacco. One day you're gonna be smoking top shelf like me.
Gurka, Gurka. One day, one day. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna pray for you. All right.
I'm working hard, brother.
Mm. Nice. That's a nice lighter. Where'd you get that,
DuPont. This is a
dude?
limited edition special.
Let me tell you something right now. That's the greatest flex in the history of the world. You light that up, a Bic lighter and an Atabay Maduro. Do it. Do it. Do it, man. Toast that shit up, man. Yeah, you know what? If you just toast it the whole time, you barely have to puff on it, you know?
Exactly, right?
Yeah, flex. Flex.
Flex.
Uncle Larry said he smoked the St. Sacco the other night.
Oh, really? You still have some, Uncle Larry?
Yeah. Dogma Free said, so did the deal go down? I don't know what he's talking about. What deal? I don't understand. What deal? The pineapple deal? I don't understand. There's no deals over here, bro.
Uncle Larry, TT. How you all doing?
Yeah. So I haven't seen you like in a week. How you been?
You haven't been opening the lounge. You
Bro,
were
it's not.
busy. You you
Bro, it's
were
not.
you,
It's
you were
not as
busy
fun.
lately.
It's not as fun, man. I like going out to the town. I like making content out there. And while I'm out there, I meet people. Last night, I was in that drum circle, man. Dude, hundreds of people, beautiful women. Within a few minutes there, some guys give me the tambourine. Dude, picture they have these guys that like I don't know how many. Let's say between 20 and 30 guys, all different size drums and bongos. Picture those big drums like the Chinese and the Japanese play, big drums. And and these guys, they get in rhythm, but there's one guy who's like the DJ. He's like the head drum guy, biggest drum. He's got the biggest balls, and he decides on the beat to start, and then everyone follows, and then the women dance according to the drum beat, you know. And it was like very hippie shit, like nobody was wearing their socks and shoes, and they're dancing in this circle, and so picture like a nightclub, but outside, and everyone's wearing like hippie clothes, and a lot of pretty girls, and there was even professional belly dancers there, and they were dancing but there was one
Man, you
guy
wanna
there.
you wanna see crazier shit? You go to Key West.
It was that.
There, it's more fun.
Mm. All right. Well, fuck me, I guess. I guess whatever. I guess I won't tell my story. Thanks a lot. So
That had nothing to do with your story. You can't tell your
yes,
story.
yeah. Well,
Jeremy,
I guess
what's up, brother?
Hey, all right, guys. This is it. I guess Key West is better. So just forget it. Just
Uncle
yeah,
Larry, I'm gonna send you some more, dude. I hate going to fucking post office.
yeah.
It takes me like a hour and a half to ship something. There's so many people, and then like one person is like supposedly working, spending like 10 to 15 minutes with each customer, and it's like nightmare.
Really
And it's
that
not just
long?
one post; all of them the same shit. I mean,
Well, no. Why too though? They purposely short staffing the post office. They don't get paid like what they used to. So the post office used to be a really good job. Now it's not a really good job no more.
yeah, I
And
mean, it's bad, man, and that's a really nice area. It's not even like bad
yeah.
neighborhood or whatever. So yeah.
Mm. Doesn't matter, man. Yeah, post office. I mean, this country's falling apart from inside. So it is what it is. Post
I don't
office
know.
used to be professional, man. You can't trust the post office no more. It
Yeah,
used to be professional.
ain't no big deal, brother. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Mm.
It's my pleasure. But I'm gonna send it mixed because it's like hard to write every single blend on every single cigar. I just write the blends when I said Richie so he can understand which one is which.
Yeah,
But this time I'm gonna just put it in a bag and send it. You'll figure
yeah.
out which one is which.
Just enjoy it. Who gives a shit?
Just enjoy it. Yeah,
Just,
hell yeah. You can just
and by
say
now
if
they all probably have less moisture in them, right?
yeah. The other day I caught few of them actually. They were like, I mean, the draw was better. So,
Yeah.
but overall, if I send it, if it doesn't work, then just toss it away. So what are you gonna
No,
do?
no. Worst
Well, if it
case,
doesn't work, it doesn't work. You can't you
no.
can't
Worst
make it
no,
work.
no. Worst case, you could use the what's it called, the plug, the stick.
Yeah,
Worst.
the perfect draw.
Yeah, yeah. No, that cigars have so much great tobacco. Um,
Well,
Uh,
I'm experiencing, brother. I'm getting better. All in all, like I've done what maybe uh 60,000
no, I
cigars
don't think you
probably.
did nothing wrong. I think a situation. So, like, but most manufacturers they underpack cigars or like densities for the size. Like there was so much great tobacco in there. So I think either if this you need more time to lose with the stem,
Well,
like
the
lose.
time is helping, so
Yeah,
you
yeah, that's
know,
what it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
time is helping.
So in the future,
So
let's say if you made those same blends, what if? But let's say you want to have just a little more room. What leaf would you take out, or like would you take just a little from each in the filler, or just one filler leaf would you take out? What would you do to have a little more room?
probably like little Leslie Harrow. Um,
Mm.
that's because I put like two leaves of Ligero in there. I can do
Mm.
1.5. You know, um, but it depends. The leaves are different size, bro. Like the leaves
Yeah,
come from this size to this size, so
yeah,
it's by hand filled pretty much, because the
right,
leaves are not all the same size. See, in
right,
a factory, when they sort the leaves, they put the same size Ligero with same size Ligero. So if you making like longer cigar as a roller or buncher, you get longer Ligero leaves consistent.
right,
You're making, let's say, Robusto, you get like smaller leaves. But mine is like I didn't sort it, so it was like just by fill. Some cigars
right.
have two, some cigars have one, but the size is big. The leaf is big.
No, I feel you on that. Um, the construction on this is going great. Look at that. I'm probably gonna drop
AVO is
the
nice, baby. So what were you
yeah.
saying is like it's aged too much?
Well, okay. When I say age too much, I'm talking about not only my preference, but what I'm saying is 8 years on a cigar, in my opinion, that cigar is going to lose a lot of its original intent. It loses too much power. So, and then what happens, lots of times they might have the same notes, but instead of the notes being there, it's more of like an echo or a shadow. It's the notes are there and they just disappear so fast. Like it's a whisper. So picture if you had an 8 year age Padron 26. It's gonna taste like a Padron 26, but the notes are gonna be diminished. And not only are they gonna be weaker, they're gonna disappear much faster. So some guys might like that. For me, I wouldn't want to age a Padron 10 years, like sitting in your humidor for 10 years. And then it doesn't. What I you got to say when you age a cigar, what do you like about Padron? Well, if you love Padron for the power, then 8 years is not going to help you out. But if you say, "Oh, I love Padron, but I think they're too spicy," maybe you want to let them sit 5 years. You know what I'm saying, though? So that comes down, I think, to preference.
Right. My cigar is just sitting there, so I don't have to worry about aging them. I'm at this point, I'm just worrying about smoking them.
Well, yeah, you have so many cigars, you're accidentally aging them.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I just like, oh shit, when I'm gonna smoke this, or when I'm gonna smoke this, when I'm gonna smoke this, and then
Yeah, you,
like
Taco,
one a day.
you have what I call a top tier problem. You like if you stop buying cigars, you could smoke for the next 5 years, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, yeah, I mean, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
couple of years, if it's one a day, let's say.
Yeah, one a day, but you don't even smoke one a day because there's days where you can, or days you go on trips.
Exactly, yeah,
So
exactly.
let's say realistically, you smoke 300 cigars a year, right, dude? You got over 3,000 cigars, easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, so um, yeah, they're aging automatically. They're aging. So yeah, good thing they don't have expiration date on them.
No, they don't. No, no. In a way, though, like if you smoked one of each a year, though, then you could kind of see how the time affects them all. Now, unless you smoke like only through one box at a time, then the box in the end will be the weakest. But if you kind of rotate and change it up every day, like do you change it up every day? Like do you go through all your shit? Like how do you decide?
Well, I post pictures. I don't know. One day Cuban, one day, I mean, whatever. The other day, I smoked one of those Cohiba Blacks. Remember the one I sent you?
Mhm,
And those are old, man. But I mean, it was pretty good.
mhm. It was very nice.
So yeah, I no, I change it. Like back in the day, I used to like if I liked the cigar, I used to like smoke like you know every
The,
day until I burned my palate with it, and then but yeah,
well, I think especially with strong because we have so much more stronger cigars. Let's talk about now versus back then. Now there's such complex cigars, there's so many strong cigars that if you chose one cigar and just smoked that every day for a month or a year, you'd blow out your palate. Whereas when you look at back in the day where guys smoked one cigar, one size, one like Jeremy was talking about. For example, I knew a guy back in the day, my father would just, once a month, he would tell me to go pick up a box of, give him, whatever, a couple of dollars, go get me a box of macanudos. We're talking about back in the day in the 70s, cigars were cheap.
yeah, yeah,
So, but back then, yeah, so if you smoked a macanudo every day or, on the weekends, like forever, a macanudo shade, you're not going to blow your palate out because it's a chill macanudo, a nice cigar, but you know what I'm saying, though. It's just,
right,
it's just about having a cigar. And back then, pretty much Connecticut's the shade grown tobacco, that was it. So you wouldn't know any difference, right? You just say, "Hey, we're having cigars tonight," right? Um, so now there's so much more variety, and guys are so much used to smoking strong cigars that by at least changing the strong cigar, you'll activate different parts of your palate and your mind. If you
yeah.
have the same strong cigar over and over and over and over and over again, you're gonna blow your palate. Like for
That's
example,
what happened with me with the Epicurio Pledge.
yeah, that's too much.
I smoked the box like in a week,
Mm.
and that was it. I'll probably never smoke Pledge again.
No, that's too much. Pledge a nice cigar. What's up, Geo? Geo the generous, Geo the degenerate, Geo the forgiven, Geo.
Yeah,
Geo, how did you get these aged avos? How the fuck did you get those?
yeah. I don't know. Maybe he bought it off of somebody.
What happened? Did you,
He's
aged
trading.
avos? Somebody
He's
died.
the day trading.
Did somebody die and you went to the garage sale and they said he said we have aged
That
avos.
that was probably almost personal cigar.
Yeah, yeah. No, but I'll tell you what. It's interesting to try. It's very nice taste. It basically tastes like banana nut bread with a
Always
little.
nice, man. Especially that. What is that? Is that a special edition? I never
Yes,
had one of those.
special edition. Yeah, I wish I could have tried this 8 years ago because he said he stole them. Okay. Mm,
Yeah, look at the burn on that cigar. That's beautiful. I like.
great.
I will. The seasons are good. Um,
I don't think I've tried the seasons.
they are good, man. Yeah, but
Is,
I mean, they're mild cigars. They're not like strong.
hey,
They're not gonna kick your ass. But
where's is he okay?
huh?
Where's Dream Life?
I don't know. Man, that cigar is delicious.
Oh wait, he's on vacation. I think
On vacation, he just like he goes every week.
it's a flex.
Flex, dude. I'm in Bravo
It's a flex.
just to go through the airport security like every week.
Good. Well, if you go through in your AP thong, they let you right away. Go right through.
Yeah, TSA let you right away.
If you're just wearing a thong, you can't hide nothing.
Oh, yeah, can I? I mean, well,
Right? I mean, listen, where are you going to put the Glock if you have a thong on? Come on.
yeah, but I don't think DL is gonna go to airport in
No,
tongues.
AP, the AP would do.
Yeah, bro. Well, this cigar is making me work. Well, it's not an AVO, obviously.
So I think when I go to New York, maybe I'll take my rent a car to Manhattan, where all the people are hanging out, the protesters in the tents, and maybe I'll interview them and ask them, is there cigars over here in these tents or what's going on? You're not following the news or no?
uh, no, what's going on?
It's a political protest, but the thing is, and protest is Americans' rights, but at the same time they're like squatting, like they're just taking over this campus, this college campus, and
Oh,
it's just,
yeah, they do that here too. The UCLA and yeah, the campus is here too.
yeah. So they just basically set up hundreds of tents, and where are these people going in the bathroom? Oof,
Oof.
oof, oof, bro.
I don't
I
know.
I bet it smells like shit over there and piss.
Oh, now anyway, there are no cigars in prison, man.
Mm-mm.
So, what I was gonna say, yeah, the
So I never finished my drum story. What happened last night? You interrupted me. You said, "Oh, Key West is better." Remember that?
oh no, I didn't say better. I said crazier.
No, I know.
Oh yeah, so sorry, sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I was making a joke. I was trying to make everyone
Yeah,
laugh.
yeah. Okay, so that's.
Okay, yeah. So, anyways,
I can imagine.
I'm mad at you, you
I,
asshole.
I can. It's okay. I'm assurance.
Yeah. So, so I
Imagine
go,
Richie on a pan. Oh,
so I go there and I see the people from when I went to the Kava bar, with the teddy bears. The teddy bear guy was there. So I'm hanging out, but he didn't have a teddy bear this time. And they all have like these blankets. I sit in the blankets with them. We're talking about this. The drumming's going on. And then I said, all right, I'm going to go walk around. So I go to walk around. What's up, Chop? And within a few minutes, this guy's like, "Here," he hands me a tambourine, and I'm just playing tambourine, and I'm joining. Like you could decide to go with the beat or do an off beat and kind of like work back with the. It's awesome, bro. And however, like the women that were dancing, sometimes they look at you and like as you're doing your beat, they shake their ass to your beat, and you're like, and you're just like, dude, it's the strangest. So imagine being in a nightclub, but you're playing your bongo thing, and like you're looking at their cheeks, and they're shaking their cheeks, and you're timing with the cheeks, and it's like, it's really bizarre. But Sacco, 2.5 hours, Sacco, 2.5 hours, just
I I
it, it,
bet, I bet. And then the most important, like nobody's paying you, nobody's telling you what to play, how to play it.
no, 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 dude, it was awesome. On top of that, Red Bull was there, and Red Bull was handing out Red Bulls to everyone. So all these hippies are slamming Red Bulls, and there's like like so the Red Bull was handing out free Red Bulls. They had these
Wow,
smoking
free Red
girls,
Bulls.
but they had
That's
these like
nice.
literally, they had like these supermodels. They're like, "You want a Red Bull?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I took it. I didn't even drink. Fucking, a Red Bull." But the point is, like, they were handing out free Red Bulls. So all these people are like dancing, and the girls are like, twerking. But it was more like hippie twerking. There's a difference. Hippie twerking is more classy. They were more like getting in touch with whatever. I don't know. But
Uh-huh.
and then but like the guy would every like 5 minutes he'd end the song. Like he would speed it up and then he would slow down the hits. He'd go gong, gong on his big bong, and then bum 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 bum, and the song would be end. And then everyone would stop,
Uh-huh.
and then he would start again, and it was the same fucking song, but like nobody cared. It was, and then the girls would just start shaking their ass, and the guys, "Gong, gong, 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 gong."
Same bagging.
Right. But you know
So
what? When you go to a nightclub, it's the same song. Every rap song's the same. You know what I'm saying though? All this is about when you're at a nightclub.
yeah, every dance pose is the same, so doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah. So then at a certain point, the guy with the tambourine, he's like, "Here, man, try this too." He gives me this big cast iron frying pan and two drumsticks. I'm like, "All right." That's now I'm playing a cast iron pan and drumsticks. Ka-ka-ka, ka-ka-ka, ka-ka. And I'll say this: the cast iron is harder than playing the tambourine. Tambourines were easy, but the cast iron that was more difficult. And so while I was talking with the guy that gave me the tambourine, and we were just talking, and he's like, "Yeah," he's like, "So I'm into real estate." And meanwhile, I'm thinking this guy's a hippie. And he's dressed like a hippie. I'm like, "Oh, good for you." He's like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about buying another building." He's like, "Are you interested? I'm looking for more investors." And I'm like, "Yeah, bro, I'm not on that level, man. But God bless." He's like, "No, it's okay, bro. It's all right." He's like, "You're still playing tambourine." Imagine, dude, there's a lot of money down here. Imagine meeting a guy. This guy owns so many apartment buildings and condos. But you meet people down there. You think you're playing bongos, and you're like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm
Well,
looking to
there's
invest."
nothing wrong with that. I mean,
Yeah.
I would play it if I see something like that in the
Bro, you
park.
can go
Like,
down there, you could business network. You're sitting there like, dun, 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 dun. So you need insurance for 100 trucks?
yeah, I remember at that time you're going out to relax. Why the fuck you need to do business anyway? You just go
Bro,
there and then it's the one place you can do any moves and nobody's going to judge you and tell you, oh, this guy doesn't know how to dance.
dude, it was
That's
so
the new
awesome.
way of
Right
dancing.
in front of me, playing the bongos. When I was doing my pan, what I would do is every minute I would think of a number, like 1 or 5 or 6. And whatever number I thought, that's how many times I would hit the pan. Like, so in a way, so instead of, it'd be like, da da, ta ta, and everyone's doing a thing, and then in my head, like three, ta ta ta, So every time I would change numerically, the guy would turn around and see what I'm doing, and he'd copy what I did, and like we were in sync. So it's almost like it was weird. Like it's almost like everyone was like connected with everyone, and so they appreciated if you like were changing it up. And dude, it was fucking crazy, man. It
Ah,
just,
Richie was in his element.
yeah, yeah, dude, dude. There was this guy like Fabio with long
And
hair.
next time, take your keyboard down there.
No, no, no. It's just rhythm. And they had this guy there. It was like 6'3" Fabio with long hair, and he had his shirt off, and he was like dancing, and he was playing drums on his chest, and like all the girls worshiping him, and he was just standing in the circle, and he had all the girls dancing around him, like he was like a pole, and like he was just circling. It was just it wasn't like nightclub dancing. They were circling him like it was a cult, like they were worshiping him, and bro, bizarre. I recommend it. It was fucking awesome. And then some guy came up to me smoking a cigar. He's like, "Yo, bro," because I look like a normal guy. Everyone else is like hippie stuff, and like they're out there. And he comes to me. He's like, "Yo, man," he's like, "What's going on?" And I was like, and I was like, "Bro, this is what we do every Wednesday night here, man." He's like, "You just show up?" I'm like, "You just show up." He's like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "Bring a frying pan, bring a fucking whatever you want to play and bang on." He's like, how much does it cost? I'm like, nothing, bro. You
Yeah.
just show up. He's like, hundreds of people are hanging out, having a good time. And he's like, smoking a cigar. He's like, for free? It doesn't cost anything. All these girls here. I'm like, yeah, bro. He's like, all right, I'm coming here next week. It was just like he couldn't believe all these girls, just like a festival. And like, dude, yeah, dude, there were girls standing on their hands, like just like with their legs in the air. You know what I'm saying? No one just like and like shaking their cheeks, but like walking on their hands. I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was ridiculous. Ridiculous. You know?
So do they did a permit or to gather in the park like that or no?
Nobody cares.
Nobody
Nobody
cares.
nobody cares. 10 o'clock you have to stop though for the noise ordinance. You can't play past 10. So yeah.
That's
It's
cool,
pretty
man.
yeah. Well, it's cool, man. You meet a lot of people and it's a lot of fun. Um, but I didn't want to smoke it while I was there because I mean people were smoking other things, but a cigar makes a lot of smoke, and it's kind of hard to smoke a cigar and I'm playing a tambourine. I honestly, bro,
No, but
two
if you're a musician, it's okay. You know that,
no, but
right?
what I'm saying is 2.5 hours
It was
went by.
just it wasn't going to be convenient. So
Yeah,
were playing with your two hands or one hand
yeah, no,
on the pen?
man. But the thing is, like, I was getting such in the zone 2.5 hours, right? Because by the
You
time
had two sticks.
I had 2 sticks, yeah, yeah. So, but for 2.5 hours, you're just in the zone, and you're just like, all the women are dancing to all the men's beat because all the men were playing the drums and bongos and sticks and other things, and all the girls were dancing. So it was kind of like it was really a unique experience. It was really unique.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
How often do they do that?
Wednesday 7 to 10.
Oh, nice. There you go. And
Okay, so
as far as it's not indoor and then like nobody's forcing you to do anything, and obviously you don't do drugs.
everyone's
Why not
having
to go have fun?
everyone's having a good time.
That's
Uh,
it. They don't
there,
care what the other people
wa-
doing.
no, it was such a peaceful thing, man. Everyone, uh, and then another guy at the end came up to me, and he was smoking a cigar too, and he looked at me, and he kind of looked like because we're both regular guys, but he was trying to justify why he was there. He's like, sometimes we need a place like this just to. I said, bro, you don't gotta explain to man. I was like, you don't have to give excuse why you're here, bro. I think everyone should come here to relax. He's like, yeah, honestly, it was kind of nice, but it's almost like regular guys don't want to seem like, oh, like It's not tough to be here. I'm like, dude, you can still be a tough guy, a regular guy, and hang out here. I don't care. Like, John Gotti could have hung out at a place with you. Everyone is having a good time. It was a couple of hundred Americans hanging out, pretty girls running around, jumping up and down, and you're sitting there, pa 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 pam, pa pam pa pam, pa 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 pam, pa 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 pa, whatever.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Wrong with that, dude? I think we need more of that instead of watching the news or sitting home watching Netflix. Imagine every night you went out and you're like, all right, guys, it's tambourine time, and you start playing tambourine, the women start dancing, dude. It's a nice
Yeah.
feeling. It's a nice. Pa-pam, pa-pam. Hey, hold on, I didn't stop. And they won't stop until the guy stops. So as you keep playing, they keep shaking. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Yeah, dude. Holy shit, man. And if you're brave enough, to go in the circle in the middle, the women just I don't know how to dance that though. Like you just gotta be like, you gotta like move with the shoulders, the man, like a snake. You know what I'm saying? No, like you gotta like I don't know.
You can do it, man. What do you mean? You're
Not the,
Italian.
if you went there with your Versace shirt, and a pair of shorts and no socks and
Uh,
you
uh,
got yeah, boy, yeah, dude,
uh,
you would do great.
yeah, baby. With your shoulders, huh?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can dance with my shoulders.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The men dance with the shoulders. The men didn't dance with their cheeks. That wouldn't be right. The
Oh
girls,
yeah,
yeah.
at least you can do it. I know you can, man. You're Italian. What do you mean you don't know how to dance?
Yeah, I've never been a dancer. So look, under the band, there's a saying. Let me read it, okay? Because this thing waited 8 years to be read. You ready? Listen to your own beat. Wow, we're talking about the beat. That's funny. Listen to your own beat, play to your own melodies, and savor every note along the way. It says that on the back. Wow,
Wow, that's nice.
that's kind of nice. Wow.
Yeah,
All right, I'm gonna
yeah,
drop the. Ready? I could go all the way, but I want to taste the cigar without the ash. See if it picks up.
yeah. Well, this one is kind of flaky, but it has a thick rubber,
Oh,
so.
this thing would have held on. I'm gonna get rid of it now. Here we go. Mm,
Oof,
it's much.
right there.
It's much better with the ash. It's a nice medium plus without the ash. It picked up right away. So for any cigar, the ash is gonna hold it back a little bit. But with an aged cigar, you need no ash because you're gonna diminish the strength. Um, it's quite a nice cigar. Construction of the smoke output is really good. Um, like the construction and the smoke output on this. What happened to Geo? Um, I would say that this is on par with like Davidoff as far as Davidoff construction, minus that one you had a problem with the what do you call it the box press. But when you're smoking a classic Davidoff, the construction is really great, man. The smoke output and the draw.
Yeah, like this Maduro, the last Maduro, that cigar is solid, bro. Like it's a solid Davidoff. I mean, all of them. Like I have Colorado Claros, I have other Davidoffs. They're solid cigars, you know. I mean, it's just that one is like really really messed up,
Yeah,
and they still do it like that.
yeah. I'm not sure. Is the Davidoff Nicaragua made in Davidoff, or is it made in Nicaragua by? Is it contracted out? I don't know.
10-year Nicaragua, yeah, that's what it is. But 10-year anniversary of Davidoff Nicaragua. No, it's gotta be made by Davidoff. I mean, Davidoff banned on it.
No, no, no. Meaning though, do they have another factory in Nicaragua?
I don't know about that. I don't know if they import the leaves or I mean, roll them there, but
Yeah, because not Davidoff likes to import their leaves, and Davidoff likes to age their own tobacco. You know that, right? So if Davidoff imports tobacco, they don't buy aged tobacco. They want to age it their own way, right?
oh, right, yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
All of them are all
yeah,
the
because they want to
because
certify. Because if you buy aged tobacco, you're hoping they're telling the truth, right? Like, oh yeah, this is 10-year aged tobacco, and how do you know unless obviously if it's a reputable company? But you get what I'm saying, though.
no, all of them do their fermentation, bro. Even like General Cigar does their own fermentation for every cigar. They
Yeah.
so usually the tobacco is like harvested, hanged, dried, 45 days, whatever, and then shipped. That's it. And then the rest is up to the manufacturer.
Mm.
Everybody. That's where the magic goes. Like they can be using the same leaf from same plant, but different fermentation and different processing
Uh,
methods, that give the characteristics to the plant.
yeah, and there's so many different primings, and it's how long you left out in the sun, and even people don't realize, what they could let's say for the Lajero lease, right? Um, they could do a thing where they rip off all the plants, just leave the Lajero on top by itself. So for let's say for a certain amount of time, all those get all the nutrients. They kind of put it into shock. So there's a lot of things you could do with tobacco.
Well, yeah, that's when they do like partial harvest from the
Yeah.
bottom. It takes 7 days to get from one leaf to the other leaf, basically. The bottom leaves you get the volado, and then 7 days later they do the seco.
Tobacco, they'll purposely not even use the lower leaves for that, and they just take it off and just leave the top like for a long time. Not every blend, but I mean that's obviously not very cost efficient. But
Yeah,
you
well,
know,
I mean, yeah. So if you get like top four leaves for the hero, then you can harvest two, and then let the other two sit for a while. But there is a limit. I mean, it's not like tobacco is not a tree. It's a seasonal plant. It just grows and dies. At one point, it loses its potency. You know what I mean?
mhm.
When it comes time for it to, it doesn't get no more nutrients from the roots, and time to die. Then
I
it's not
saw,
going to get any better.
how you got like a puro from one region, right? But then some people say no, a true puro is from one farm, right? And then some people say no, a true puro will be from one farm and from the same harvest.
From
That's
the
really
same seed.
right. No, no, no. Of course. Yeah, what I'm saying
Yeah,
is,
exactly. Like if
but then
you're
how about
using
this?
Corojo, and then you're using Habano,
Tobacco?
you're using this, you're using that, Nicaragua, grown in Nicaragua.
No, but
Like,
how
okay,
about a true puro, same seed, same farm, same harvest, and same plant? What
well,
if you
that
only?
would be a true puro. I
What I'm
mean,
saying is,
Nicaragua
what if
puro, at
each
least everything
cigar?
grown in Nicaragua.
No, no. What if each cigar, the plant, you only use the Lajero from that plant in that cigar, and the Seco from that plant in that cigar? Like literally, like they say small batch whiskey from one barrel. What if you had a cigar from one plant? That would be really hard to do. I'm not saying that's
No, it's not impossible, but I mean, you have to keep a tab on them. Yeah, it's not like
I'm just Sacco.
if you're a farmer, you can experiment with shit like that. You're the grower. You can just keep a plant and then roll it into a cigar and try it. But
You could call it family tobacco. They grew up together and they die
yeah,
together.
but
You know,
the fermentation process, you need like a lot
I know.
more than few pounds. I mean, those
I
kilos are thousand, two
I
thousand pounds, bro,
Sacco. I'm not saying it's going to be very
to make
costly.
the heat for correct fermentation.
Sacco,
Otherwise, bro, that's
you have to put a little tag on it so put it
yeah.
back.
But if it's from the same seed in the same field, that's I mean that's plausible. From
Yeah.
same harvest, if you have the same seed, same harvest, and usually they use the same seed for all the harvest. So
Yeah, because lots of times when you see like AJ Fernandez uses all Nicaraguan, but when you have tobacco with all different age and different regions of Nicaragua, is it? Yeah, you could say it's a Nicaraguan puro, but it's it's all different regions, all different harvests,
yeah,
all
but
different.
it refers to Nicaragua, the whole country, not just the territory.
I
So
agree with. So my
yeah,
point is,
that would be
there's
the like real pure puro,
well, I,
basically.
I think the idea of a puro is different levels of puro. That's what I'm saying. The
Yeah,
weakest level of puro is it's just one country. The next level is it's one country and one farm. After that, it's one farm and then one crop, and then after that, whatever. Because if you have Esteli tobacco and Jalapa tobacco, it's two different kinds of tobacco. Yeah, it's all Nicaraguan, but you know, I guess you could still consider that a puro.
yeah. I mean, you can have different seeds for grown in different regions, but well, I mean, the difference is the soil, volcanic soil, and one is like, I think, what Jalapa is like up in a higher elevation.
Yeah, Jalapa, you get Esteli is known for the stronger, earthier tobacco. Um,
Yeah, Esteli is where the factories are pretty much.
yeah, but the Esteli tobaccos were
And yeah, Jalapa is the growing region. Ometepe is the island, and Condega, they have Condega, and
yeah,
so the
but they
Ometepe is the island is like that place is covered with clouds all the time, so it's not naturally shade grown. So they
mm,
grow a lot of wrapper tobacco on that island.
yeah,
That's an island in a lake.
yeah, yeah. That's where like that they made that cigar, the Fuego, the Plasencia Fuego, that I think that was made at with the island in the lake. You know.
That's it. That's the Ometepe.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, you can with the harvest, and you can make a puro, but they always mix it up. Like for Patek, for example, says like our cigars, like we can have Seiko from this farm, the hero from the other farm, and then the other one from the other farm. It's like all together becomes this blend.
yeah. At the end of the day, nobody cares.
Well, even better cigars are coming today. I mean, this fermentation process is all science, like literally.
Yeah. Well, I want to try those new. When I go to New York, I'm going to review those two new CAOs because I haven't seen them down here. I don't know why, but I
What do you
see
mean?
there's two
That's
new.
weird, huh?
What?
But that's weird. I mean, you don't see it in
Yeah,
Florida.
think about South Florida, bro. I mean, dead serious. I don't see a lot of General cigars, dude. I hate to say it, like down here, Opus and Fuente, like Anejos, Hemingways, all the Maduros, Hemingway Sungrowns, all the Anejos, and all the Opuses are easy to get. All the high end Sakas easy to get down here. All the Ligas you want, all the Padrones you want, all the Davidoffs you want, like everything down here. So when guys go to a lounge and you could smoke a Neho for $12, you think they're gonna go buy a General for $12? And I love General, but you get what I'm saying. Though. It's like it's so much cheaper down here and at lounges, okay, online you can get General cigars really cheap, and that's where they shine. You know, because they're great, a lot of great mid tier stuff, and you get it at a cheaper price. But believe it or not, bro, like at the lounges here, lots of times the General cigars mid tier are the same price as like Fuente, Hemingway, Maduro, and so it's kind of like at a lounge, it doesn't make any sense. And
It's
I'm not
like
knocking.
a dry county for General cigars.
What's that?
A dry county, their factory is to produce cigars, but they don't
Yeah,
sell a
doesn't
lot
make
of cigars.
but cigars. Like if you go to a lounge in Florida, South Florida, and a Neho is $12.99, right? Or I can get Padron 26 Maduro here for $12.99. $12.99.
Yeah.
26, I said.
Yeah, you're not going to
Well,
smoke Macanudo.
there you go. And I'm not knocking Macanudo, but because when you go to New York, you're like, oh, Padron 26, the small one, $27. Oh, but Macanudo is $12. I'm smoking Macanudo and I'll have a good time. But if Padron is going to be the same price, you're like, I'll smoke a Padron for the same price. And so that's, in a way, it's weird. You would think the mid tier General cigars will be cheaper here. But I can't explain it, bro. It doesn't make any
Richie,
sense.
how popular LFDs are, like on the shops or the lounge that you go to? Like anybody like talking about them, smoking them, except the Andalusian Bull.
Oh no, dude, I'll be honest, man. I've never seen guys at the shops down here smoking LFD.
How about the stores carry them?
One store did have them, but and they had some nice ones. You know, like the I think the Soul, the what is that called? The
Solis?
yeah, that was the best deal. They got them down here for $12.99. That's a great deal.
Yeah,
But
that's a good. I mean, the original price was $18 on those.
in Saka or a lot of AJ, a lot of Fuente, because when you look at the price points down here for MSRP, dude, when you could smoke Padron 26 for $12.99, I got or Opus X down here for $19. Like you could smoke higher end cigars cheap down here, you know. So you know,
Yeah, I
It's
mean because all the headquarters are down there.
I don't yeah whatever it is, man. Like because what I'm trying to say is when you go to other states like New York or wherever, those higher end cigars, not only are they more expensive, but then they get really gouged. Whereas like they're not, so it's like it's really strange. Like mid tier is only a little cheaper here in New York, in Florida than New York, but high tier in Florida is really cheap compared to New York. That doesn't make any sense, but it does because New York. I mean, dude, Opus X in New York, $40, $45.
And also the taxes probably, man. I mean, yeah, the Florida is more smoker friendly state than New York. That's why all the companies are there.
Yeah,
You know, I mean,
but isn't that crazy though? Down here and in Perdomo, always their price points are very solid. But literally, you could smoke a Perdomo like 20th for like $10, $11, or you could smoke a Perdomo 30th for like $12, depending on the size. But then you go, and I love the Perdomo 30; it was great. But but most guys that smoke the same cigars over and over again, and you come down here and you're like, well, but Fuente Anejo is $13. You're gonna smoke Fuente Anejo for $13.
right.
So it's kind of like I think it's because you come down here and you're like, wow, these cigars that normally cost me so much more up in New York, now it's a deal down here. So it's kind of a strange situation that the luxury cigars down here are a lot cheaper. So why would you even smoke mid tier, at a lounge,
Yeah, Josh, make that three.
Yeah, California. Yeah. Well, they gotta donate it to a homeless. What happened to Gio? Gio came by and then maybe he's clapping cheeks.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's making coffee. Um,
So great smoke output. The cigar literally tastes like banana nut bread with a little sourdough. The black pepper is slightly increasing. It has a very toasty oak feel, like a really nice wood note, like oak, which is a nice. And so I got nothing bad to say about it. I think it's. I think I would prefer it with less age, because the finish is so light. Like it hangs around like in time, but it's not heavy at all. So it's like a constant whisper. Like it's not. It doesn't build up on the tongue. So, but that's what when you age a cigar for 8 years, you're gonna lose a lot of the strength, and you're gonna lose a lot of the finish, like the heaviness. I like the heaviness of if a cigar is good. I like the heavy flavor building up. Hey, what's up, FDNY?
this cigar is about it's salty, like really salty.
Which one are you smoking?
This is the Arabic Black.
You like that cigar?
It's nice. It's dark, man.
How strong?
It's medium to full. It's pushing to full, bro. About 75, 80% darkness. It's a dark cigar. It's nice. I mean, if you wanted a dark Arabic, this is what it is. That's it.
Yeah.
It's darker than the Padron. I mean, the Byron 1850. You know the one they came up with, the dark one. But yeah, this is dark. Bit wet.
So you like the Atabey, that one over the Byron?
No, different ball game, dude. Byron is smoother. I would prefer Byron. See, like I mean, the strength I don't care about as much as the taste. So, like with Cuban cigars, we don't get a lot of strength, but I mean, it's delicious. I
Yeah.
mean, I get I like the taste better than the strength overall.
Mm.
I don't know, but if you want to smoke strong Arabe, if I had to choose between this and regular Arabe, I'd probably choose the regular one because the floral note is like better. But
Yeah.
RP Sangron Maduro, well, that's not
But
bad. That's a
that's
solid cigar, bro.
great cigar. That's one of his best cigars.
Yeah, that's a solid
Right.
cigar.
Had that down here for $10, and I smoked one the other night. Great cigar. Great cigar.
Well, the only RP problem I have is the box. I don't think that's why probably I'm not a big Padron fan because the whole box pressing shit. I'm not a fan of box press cigars.
And maybe that's why you get more tar because a 52 box press is squeezed smaller in a sense. So maybe that smaller area, does that make any sense? Like maybe it for you it feels like it builds up more tar, you know?
No, that's just Padron 80th because
Yeah.
it's tiny in the back. That's just with 80th. I don't get tired, but I just don't like the format. Period. I mean, I don't like it.
I
You
like
know.
box, but I don't have to have box pressing. Meaning, no, I'm happy it exists.
Well, yeah. I mean, there are people love them. It's just me. Of course, if they're dude, if there are nobody buys it, then they won't make it. Any shape of cigar you take, okay, perfectos or whatever, the any shape. People buy them, they make them. That means some people like them.
AP says, "Is this science fiction?" Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it's science fiction.
that's what it is. I mean,
I
I don't know about big science fiction. I fucking don't like box press cigars. That's it.
no, he's just AP's our agitator. He likes to talk a lot of shit. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's
I know. Yeah,
just
most important, he got home safely.
yeah. Good for you, man. Did you ride the Peloton when you get home?
No, he left his tongues. His tongues were dirty after the trip.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
AP always makes me laugh, man.
AP. Yeah.
Mm. I'll say this though, I'm glad I smoked the cigar. It was a very nice blend, but I get like a little, not the word mad. What I'm saying is when I smoke a cigar that I liked, but when it's aged that long and the finish is so short, I mean not heavy at all, and it's like a medium plus, but all the flavors like they're there, and you're like, I wish I could have this cigar with like 5 years less age. You know what I'm saying though? So that's a good thing, meaning that it was a good cigar. It's just 8 years took a lot away from it. You know what I'm saying though? So it didn't. It's still a great blend, but it diminished it. So I'm still glad to enjoy it. The blend's gonna get a 4.6. I really enjoyed it, but I really wish it could have been. I wish it just could have been more of itself. If that makes any sense. Um, you don't okay when you smoke an aged cigar for 7 8 years, 10, cigar feels more airy. You don't notice that?
Well, I mean, if you're talking about the jaw, of course, the jaw opens up as the year goes.
Uh, not at all.
Dude, I don't know.
It almost feels um eh,
I feel like they're
picture.
more silky, more smooth. With age, but I just have a hard time to remember what it was before. Probably, I don't
Uh,
know.
enough aged cigars to see what happens to them, and especially cigars that I know. And then when you age them, and for me, from my palate, it's never really better. It's different. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's different. But for my preference now, I'm adding my 2 cents here. Like for example, like a Padron or an Opus X. I'd rather have an Opus X out the box or within a year of release than 8 years later. Now, some guys like aged cigars, and God bless. But for me, I think like over 5 years on any cigar, it takes away too much because if there's such great flavor, I don't want the flavor to be like a memory. I want to feel it like more lively. Does that make any sense? But that's my opinion on that.
So, New World cigars, every manufacturer you talk to, they're gonna tell you that the cigar is ready to smoke when you get it in your mail, okay,
Yeah,
or when you buy it. The cigar
yeah.
is ready to smoke. Now it's up to a user or smoker on what they like. So basically, you like the punch as it is intended to just be smoked out of the box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then lot of flavors will diminish. Obviously, it's a tobacco. It's once it keeps like its fermentation and then all that stuff stopped, then you're gonna get less and less and less throughout the years. But
Mm.
overall, it is a tobacco.
What do you think, Sacco? I shave this right here and just do a full man. What do you think? Like that? Like that? Just do like the biker. What's up, brother? Do the Hulk Hogan. Just do the
Uh-huh.
shave this over here.
I don't know. I have to see it. Look, that looks good. Let it be like that.
I'll be in the drum circle. What's up, brother? Yeah, yeah. Bro, bro, bro. You've never seen so many men get paid nothing and work so hard. Like, saying no, like imagine sitting there. Just just
But that's not a work, dude. That's like some people enjoy.
oh
Like
no no
meanwhile you
it was
do that, but you take your mind off of shit. Like fishing or golfing, or even though when you go to fishing, you still think of some shit. But when you're sitting there and like hitting a fucking pan with a stick, you don't give a shit about anything for that moment. You
no, it's
just
not just hitting a pan with a stick, but it's
I
when you're hitting.
understand you gotta keep the rhythm still, but
No, it's not just that. When you're hitting a pan with a stick and beautiful women are looking at you and shaking their body, like, yes, keep hitting that
yeah.
pan. You're like, fucking, this is my job. I love my job. Like, you know, like,
I
dude,
like this.
yeah, dude,
Uh,
like, whatever it is, like, dude, it's very simple, and like, men and women can really get along when you keep it simple. Like, hey, I'm here, you're there. Let's just enjoy each other's company. And for 3 hours to see that, it felt like I went back 1,000 years. Picture like in like you watch a movie in biblical times or even like medieval times when like a young man comes into a new town and the whole village or tribe is there and they're around the fire and they're all dancing and having a good time and they're like welcome and they're just passing around whatever food they have and they eat some and thank you and then oh please and then please and they give you a pot and pan you're like yes thank you let me show my appreciation you know like yes you like this one yes but
so
yeah
there
yes
is no
I like
sophisticated instrument.
I think it's very sophisticated because
But you
everyone
can look next time. Maybe you can take like a Home Depot bucket. And first, yeah, I mean, it's first of all, it's a chair. You can sit on it anytime you want. And then second of all, you can add that to your pan and have like two sounds, more
the
options to make
bucket is
beautiful woman dance under
the
your
bucket
rhythm.
you have to sit or your bucket you need a chair to sit on because if you can't stand and play and standing was nice because you can move around, you know. Yeah, but yeah, a little chair. If I brought a little chair, that'd be nice. A little fold up chair so you can sit with the bucket. But I think a tambourine's the best. I gotta get it. I gotta get a tambourine.
Which one is the tambourine? Might be a stupid
It's like
question,
this,
but
it's like a little drum, but it has all the little symbols. Yeah, tambourine. You know what a
okay,
tambourine is?
okay.
Yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, like it was nice.
I bet it was. Man, it's delicious. This aftertaste is so nice.
Mhm.
It leaves like a citrus, like like mint.
Nice.
Cools down your throat, and it's interesting.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite Atabey Byron?
Well, Arabe has two, so I mean regular and this one, different sizes, and then the Byron. There are a few I haven't tried, so but that habaneros is really good, man. Well, they're all good. I don't know. It's tough. Like I can't
You
I
haven't
can't
tried
tell it.
Bandoleros yet.
I haven't had banderas yet.
Bandoleros is nice, man.
I always go on a website and then I look. I don't know which one to get, so maybe I just do single of each
Yeah, yeah,
instead of a box. So
yeah. Boxes.
that'd
You
be
don't know.
easier to try them out.
Yeah, you have what the A, right, and then you have the what the C. Was it a T?
The
Which one?
20th century and then 21st century.
No,
They 3 centuries and different sizes.
no,
Are you
that's
talking
box.
about?
I'm talking about Bandolero. Bandolero.
Yeah, bandoleros. Yeah.
No, Bandolero doesn't do century.
No, no,
Bandolero
doesn't. No.
does letters. It does letters. I'm not sure what the letters mean. But
Yeah, I
Sacco,
don't know. They also have names.
yes, but what I'm saying is, I believe each letter is the blend. So let's say if you have three different letters, it's only three blends, and each one they give a different name for the size. That's it. So I think there's three different bandoleros. I'm pretty sure on that. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
Um,
three
but I'm pretty.
different. Yeah, three different. Yeah, whatever. And then everyone has three of them. I think blends. I don't know if they made more, but
But I would get the same size in three blends and then see, like, get three Toros and see which one you like the best.
yeah, yeah. I think I just might do that.
Because here's
See,
the thing, bro.
when you go to the shop and then they have it right there, it's easier to just pick them up and walk out. But
Bro, they got
here you
everything.
can, here at the shops. I tell them about the Arabe. They don't even know what cigar is that. I mean, it's and if they have it, it's probably be fucking gouged. So
Yeah. No, go online, dude. This was a great cigar, man. Really delicious
right
flavor.
there.
But it's just I wish it. I wish it would build up. But that's just time. Like they say, time is on my side. I think for cigars, time is not on your side. Not with New World cigars. I think because so much care goes into it in age. You figure a lot of these cigars after they age tobacco, then the cigar they might let
Well,
it age.
those. I mean, those always like the special editions. They probably use 10-year age cigars
Yeah,
there. So
yeah. They
I
were
mean,
in the
for
filler. It was 10 and 11 year tobacco,
fucking Cuban, if it's 3-year age, it becomes Gran Reserva, and
bro.
it's like
Bro,
you
this
do
thing
the
had
math.
11-year old tobacco in it, and then I'm sure they let it age for a year or two before they sold it. So
Yeah,
you never
definitely.
you never see New World cigars if it's a luxury cigar. Oh, it was aged 3 months. No, no,
No, no, no, no. There is no such a thing, no.
no.
I mean,
Like Padron,
uh,
25 years. Um, and but I don't think Padron though. Once they roll it though, I don't think Padron ages it. Once the Padron rolls the cigar, I think they put it for sale.
well,
Right?
okay, when they put the wrapper on it, it's wet. It's like dripping wet.
Mm,
So they let it sit for a month, over a month, not airtight. Like it's like a net, and then just they let him down one by one, and then
yeah.
they let him aerate for about a month, 2 months, whatever. Um, that I know that they do that for sure.
Yeah, but that's not really aging because you talk about like mid-tier cigars will let their cigars sit for 6 months in the aging room. Fuente on the higher end side, a year and a half to 2 years, easy. So Davidoff does 2 to 2.5 years on their
Out of
cigars.
bay 5 years
5 years,
sitting in a
five.
box.
That's
These are
that's
10 years. They had the 10-year one.
we're talking about cigar aging, not tobacco. They're literally let it sit 5 years. That's a long
No,
time.
no, I'm talking about cigar aging, not tobacco. Those Byron
Mhm.
was at 5 finals. It's aged, rolled, aged for 5 years.
That's so long.
After rolling the cigar, it just aged 5 years.
For
And
some
it
of these,
just,
it could take 10, 15 years to make the cigar.
mm, yeah, to start. And then one other base special one they made, 8 by 50, the big one. I mean, they have regular one too, but that one was like 10-year age cigar, not tobacco cigar.
That's crazy. That's that's just crazy, man.
Yeah.
Know what I find more crazy, Sacco, than all these blends and the manufacturing? I think it's more impressive than making a cigar or distributing a cigar or making new blends or selling blends or making good blends. Know what I find more crazy? Redistribution. Meaning whatever hits the market, they have to be ready that if it becomes popular, you got to keep making this or maybe increase the volume. And so imagine if you have a cigar that people love. Now you got to make this forever. Like so, Matt, you have to set the tobacco, the farms, the planting, the seeds, the growing, the aging. Now, because let's say you have a brand. Let's say I don't know,
Well,
like
Liga
even
9 is one of those cigars.
what's that?
Liga 9 is one of those cigars.
Yeah, forever, forever.
I
So what
mean,
I'm trying to
you can't just bump it up because you're
as
gonna
how does a
lose.
company? What I'm saying is like a company to increase. Let's say a company. Okay, let's take Atabay. Let's say they have obviously they have the bandoleros. There's three different blends, different sizes, but three blends. So that's three different blends they got to make. Then you throw in the Atabay, Atabay Black, and then let's just say there's 3 to 5 different Byrons, right? So you're talking about 8, 9 blends and different sizes, but that you deal with on the construction side. But let's say you have total of 10 blends to make. So every year you have to have all that tobacco made
No, it's
and
way
continue.
more than 10 blends, bro. The Arabe,
Uh,
I mean, okay, Byron is three centuries and three each. That's
yeah,
9 blends just for Byron. Not
I'm
this is not saying the
I'm not
Byron
talking
18,
about sizes though. I'm not talking about sizes. You deal with
not the
construction.
sizes, the blends.
Oh,
So
okay,
you have
gotcha.
19th century, 20th century, and 21st century.
Yeah.
And every one has three different blends with different
Oh,
sizes.
right. Okay. Okay. So okay. So you even say 20 fucking blend. My point is though, every time you come out with a new blend, you still got to make your old blends. That's kind of crazy.
Right. Yeah.
And then, Taco, you gotta hope that when you make a new blend, it sells, but you gotta hope that people don't stop buying your old blend. So what I'm saying is, let's just say you come with a new blend, and let's say they came out with a new Liga, and it was the best one, and so people said, "I'm not buying Liga number 9 no more. This one's better." So now, what do you do with your old? You get what I'm trying to say? You got to. It's really kind of a risk when you expand your brand. It's a risk because you know what I'm saying though? Like also cigar shops can only carry so much, but you know what Steve Saka told me? Only 30% of cigars get sold at shops. 70% is online.
Yeah,
So
of course.
online they
Yeah.
can carry everything.
Yeah. Online, yeah. Online is a bigger market than the shops that are just there for convenience, or some. I mean,
Yes,
you
but
know,
Sacco, I guarantee most people find the cigar they like at a shop first. Like
look
the
at
first
that
time I
Arizona guy shop. How many people walks into that shop? I mean, the cigars daily.
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah,
expanded with online shop, online store.
yeah.
So,
But you have to have a store. Like for example, imagine if Fuente was only an online brand. My point is you have to be in the shops first and people got to know it and love it and then the online follows. If you're only online, let's say I start a new brand but I'm online only.
well, the shops. Well, you can't get away from shops before because that's how it started. I mean, there was no online before.
No,
You
but
had to
also
have a shop to sell.
if you're not in a shop, a cigar doesn't get respected as much. That's my opinion.
Right.
Because then
I mean,
like, oh, it's only an internet cigar, it's garbage. Like if it's at a store, then you get what I'm trying to say though. Like if you're a manufacturer, you want your stores cigars in a store so
yeah.
people
Well,
can.
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's why
And
the store has have reps, and because you go in the store, smoke one, and then you order online, whatever.
yeah, but what I'm saying is if you don't exist in a store, because in a way, when you're in a store and you go to a lounge, if other people are smoking that cigar, each guy that smokes it, that band, they're advertising your brand. Does that make any sense? So
The does Davidoff as a distributor, or it's owned by Davidoff? Like Padron doesn't have a distributor. Padron, you gotta. I mean, the shops have to buy it directly from Padron.
yeah,
How about Davidoff? Do you know about Davidoff?
I don't know.
Like Fuente has a distributor, right? Uh, Organzer family, whatever the name was.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's so much.
I think
Well,
Davidoff is
in Europe, the Spanish family Merefel, they do the Fuente distribution in Europe though.
right.
Yeah, and I didn't
Yeah,
realize
here
that too.
is the Ozenger family or something.
Yeah, but even like Perdomo, I didn't realize Perdomo is big in South America and it's big in Europe. I didn't know that. So I didn't even think about American brands that are sold in Europe that are very popular now because of the price.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
a lot of Europeans are smoking Perdomo and General cigars because they're a lot cheaper.
Well, it is getting more popular and popular because, first of all, the Cuban cigars are becoming so expensive, and then some people just like darker cigars. They just want to experience more darker, more robust cigars,
Yeah,
which you can
but I
find them.
want to try one cigar first. So when they go to a shop, they try one cigar. If they like it, then you buy a box online. Most guys aren't going to buy a box of something they didn't try once. They want to try it out first. You know what I'm saying, though?
Uh,
Unless, you know,
no online shop like in Germany, Europe, or whatever. They don't carry as much as variety of New World cigars. They just carry like high end stuff and
yeah.
like so for
And when
them it's still hard to find the cigars that we smoke here. You know what I mean?
well, like Cubans, they don't like even within the brand. It's not like Punch or H. Upman on the Cuban side. Like every year they have new shit coming out. It must be crazy. Imagine being in Europe and you see AJ or Rocky Patel and you're like, wow, every year they got 10 new cigars. Like it's probably like, holy shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, like the picture how many new AJ cigars there are. I mean, and I'm sure his cigars are sold or everywhere. Um, imagine how cheap AJ must. AJ is great and cheap here. Imagine you're in England, you're like, wow, I could smoke AJ for 15 pounds when like a Cohiba is 150 bucks. You're like, fuck it,
Yeah, and it's the same handmade cigar, and
yeah,
same. I
and a
mean,
lot stronger, a lot
premium
stronger.
cigar, a lot stronger. Yeah, you get more bang for your buck.
Yeah, and
But
it's
yeah,
gonna
they
work.
they are people that are looking for like strength and something different.
Yeah, there's this guy online that like all he smokes is like Gurkha, and he's from Switzerland, and he's like, yeah, man, yeah, man, and he's speaking Swiss, and he's just
Oh,
smoking, and like he has like the Gurkha hat and everything. So it's just interesting seeing like we think in Europe they only smoke Cubans, and that's not the case at all. I mean, people, I mean, uh, and I think obviously that the world is accepting more stronger non-Cuban cigars, like
well, I mean, even I mean, still in Europe, like y- you go there, like you can buy Cuban cigars, punch or regular releases for 28, $30, $25. And then you have the Maduro Davidoff, which is 54 euros, like
yeah,
it's still like luxury, even though
yeah.
it's not Cuban.
Yeah, well, Davidoff is a strange brand because it's the one brand that was Cuban and not longer Cuban, whereas like Partagas or Cohiba, it was Cuban, well, is still Cuban, but it's not,
Right.
but also not Cuban. But also, you understand the history behind it. The people that owned those brands, they left Cuba in fear for their lives, and they sold the rights, not on the Cohiba side, but Partagas, Monte Cristo, and other brands, Bolivar. So it's a lot of history behind that. So I don't understand the hate behind it, but because it's not like the guy that let the Partagas, the Cifuentes family, when they escaped, I don't know, 1960, let's just say around there, when they left before the Cuban Revolution in 1960, and then they worked with General over here. Why would Americans then hate them? I don't understand why people hate. Like I like Partagas. I like non Cuban Partagas. They have a lot of good blends.
I wonder how the non-Cuban cigars sell in China. One day I'm going to China. I'm going to go to store cigar cigar
Well,
shop.
I think in China, Sacco, I think regular people are too poor. They're smoking cigarettes. Like over there, you see them all smoke cigarettes. But if you're in China, it's either you're a billionaire or you're poor, right? So I think the billionaires they're buying top shelf Cubans for a lot of money. You know what I'm saying though? Like, okay, bro, I guarantee.
Boy, like I mean the places that I've been so far, not very many, but whatever, like duty free all over the world. I mean, they have only few, like Fuentes, let's say the green labels, like the cheap lower end stuff, and then you'll see Macanudos, and then you'll see maybe some Ashton, okay, and and that's pretty much it. Like I don't remember seeing uh like the whole cap. I mean, full of all of these varieties that we have here.
like a My Father or LFD. You know what's crazy?
Yeah,
Remember,
yeah.
I said this before. Last year, the guy from General Cigars told me that the MX2, the CAO MX2,
Uh huh.
that's top 10 sales. They sell a lot. I can't believe how many MX online. MX2, you don't see it at stores no more, but MX2 is a great cigar. It literally feels like a slightly cheaper, younger Liga Number 9. MX2 is a great cigar, and online you can get them so cheap. And that's a double. It's a broadleaf wrapper and a Maduro wrapper and a Maduro binder. That's a great cigar. The MX. Anyone out there buy a box of MX2
I
Robusto?
haven't smoked one. I don't know, dude.
It's. I mean, I don't think it would fit with your collection, but uh, I'm talking about for like mid tier guys. The MX2, you get a lot for your money. You get a lot for your money. You get a lot for your money. And that's in their top 10 out of all the generals. That must sell a lot. They got to sell a lot of that. And it's funny how they don't see it at stores no more. So just because you don't see it at store, like doesn't mean it's not crushing it online. See, he says he smokes those all the time.
Yeah.
I think MS2
Uh,
is a big
PG
deal.
PG smoked those two at
Does
one
he?
point.
Great. You know.
But yeah.
Yeah, this thing was great to the nub. I really wish that I could have tasted it before and after the age to compare it to see how strong. Because I don't know how strong the original intent was, but I guarantee it'd be heavier and stronger. But I don't know. What's up, four
Probably
five
not
five?
much.
No, I think 8 years is enough. You know, I don't know. Hey, Josh, why'd you do that, Josh? 455 is one of the. Josh is chopping people up. Josh, why?
Chop chop, baby.
Josh, why'd you do that, Josh? Why? He's chopping everyone.
Oh, that's it. Okay. I was getting a phone call.
Oh, that's okay. Josh, come on, take it easy, man. Hey, how come Josh was sending pictures, naked in the chat last night? What was up with that?
He's feeling it.
Dude, I get a little ding on my phone. I'm in bed, half asleep, and it's just Josh naked holding his dog.
Uh, that's the only time he sleeps with his pup.
Why? You gotta wear clothes, man. Come on, man. What's wrong with you? Oof. Not fresh.
Maybe the cigar was a little bit moist because it's making me work for it.
I don't know. No, dude, I'm smoking this thing to the nub.
See those holes?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Can you imagine somebody breaks into Josh's house? He gets
Hey,
up with
let
his
me sleep. What the fuck you want?
Josh just gets up naked with his dog and his Glock,
Chop,
and the
chop,
guy's like,
chop,
"What the
chop,
fuck?"
chop. What do you want? Oh my god.
Yeah, this cigar's done. No, that was a great cigar. 4.6, solid cigar. Um, the age definitely took away the strength, but
I would say so, man. AVO is a good brand. I mean, good blend.
no. When I have problems with Avo Sacco, I talk about how over the years I've been smoking Avo like 15 years now, and I think they're not relevant anymore, and they need to be. Kind of like remember how last year, the year before, Camacho started coming out with the Camacho broadleaf and the Camacho Nicaragua. They came out with some new blends that really I thought was really great. So I think Camacho, I mean Avo, bro. I barely see Avo
You know
in
what? I think AVO is like a classic type of cigar, and there is like specific type of people for AVO.
guys.
More
Guys,
like arts and crafts people. I would imagine.
I
Uh,
don't know. I
so
picture guys playing. You know, Who knows?
That's just my opinion. I mean,
Well, nobody cares about your opinion, so.
yeah, exactly.
Well, on that note, bro, I'm gonna get going, man. Thanks for coming to hang out. It was a decent show. A
Thanks
lot
for
of
the
people.
lounge, Richie.
AP showed up for 2 seconds. Geo showed up for two
AP
seconds.
showed up, yeah.
Dream Light.
Jeremy said something.
I didn't even see it. It was two. I didn't see it.
Jeremy was saying, is that Geo sent you that hat?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, this was way.
And then, yeah, it's a giant. I mean, come on. What kind of stupid question is that? All right, chop chop. You could do your job there, chop chop.
Chop, chop.
Chop chop.
See you
Get the.
later, Richie. Take care, bud.
All right, man. See you around, man. I'll see you soon. All right. Take care,
All right,
guys.
brother. Take
Stay
care.
fresh.